what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the preview to Real Madrid against Rayo Vallecano in La Liga at the Santiago Bernabeu in what is a very, very big week for Real Madrid. First of all, back at home for La Liga, it feels like a long time since that happened. Um, that was only the 22nd of Feb, 23rd of Feb against Girona. So it wasn't even that long ago, to be honest. Um, about 2 weeks. Um, but obviously, we've got the Madrid derby in the Champions League. Um, and we've got this Rayo Vallecano game, which technically is a Madrid derby as well, isn't it? um, but we've got the Champions League game against Atletico coming up, and we've got this game against Rayo Vallecano sandwiched in between. So obviously there will have to be, I think, some rotations, and you might wonder, okay, yeah, but my starting 11 doesn't really involve a lot of rotations. I don't think Carlo Ancelotti will necessarily change the full 11. Because look, this game against Rayo Vallecano is still massive. Real Madrid are 3 points off Barcelona, 2 points off Atletico Madrid. Now, Barcelona should have played Osasuna, but that game has been postponed because I think their club's doctor has passed away. So, condolences and yeah. Um, so they will play that in a later date. So they will have a game in hand. Atletico Madrid go away to Getafe, and that is not an easy place to go to be honest, the Coliseum. So we can only hope that they drop points there, especially with the fact that they are going to play us as well. Um, Maybe it will get in their heads. Probably not, but maybe. And you have to hope for that. But obviously, what that means is Real Madrid have to do their job. At home, against Rayo Vallecano, you cannot draw, you cannot lose such a game. I'm not expecting a 5-0 win. It would be great, but I'm not expecting that. Earlier this season, obviously we already played Rayo Vallecano. We know what they're about. It's a tough game, but I think that this is a must win. I think if you don't get 3 points from this game, and you slip away even more from Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, La Liga is over. And with 12 more La Liga games to go, is there a way to claw this back? There is. There is going to be an El Clasico coming up in, I want to say, the last few games of the season in May. So it certainly will be a really, really interesting end to the season. But it all starts here against Rayo Vallecano in a must-win game. But let's talk about Rayo Vallecano because they are having a very good season. They are 7th. They are competing to get into Europe. They are 2 points behind Real Betis, who have Conference League football. Villarreal are just too far ahead, 8 points clear. But they could still get Europa Conference League football, which would be a massive success for Rayo Vallecano. Their last games away, they played 2 games at home recently. Their last game away was against Barcelona, which they lost 1-0. Before that, they went to Leganés and they won. They drew away against Osasuna. They lost in the Copa del Rey to Real Sociedad. They actually beat Racing Ferro in the Copa del Rey before that. They drew with Real Betis. They drew with Rayo Vallecano. Not Rayo Vallecano. I'm sorry. They drew with Villarreal, and then literally in December, it was a 3-all draw with Real Madrid, and that game was absolutely crazy if you remember. But what that means and what that tells us is this team will play till the end. They will fight, and they are obviously a very good team. They will be hard to break down. Obviously, the game that we played against them was away from home, so home advantage should be there, and yeah, they've got a couple of players that are very good. They've got EC, they've got Raul de Tomas, ex Real Madrid. They've got Anteca, Unai Lopez, Alvaro Garcia. They've got De Frutos, um, as well, who is also ex Real Madrid. Oscar Trejo, and Barba. They've got Ratiu, Sergio Camelo. So yeah, a very decent squad all in all. Um, and you can sort of tell why they are seventh. They are a very good team. But how I would line up for Real Madrid, I think Courtois is definitely playing. Um, I would go Mendy. He has been performing really well, to be honest, recently. I will go Rudiger and Asensio because I just don't get that feeling with Alaba that even if he partners Rudiger or Asensio, he would deliver a clutch performance. I just don't get that vibe. And when right back, I think Lucas Vazquez will start. I think Fede Valverde will get that rest. In midfield, now this is where you start to wonder what will be the combination. Bellingham will be back against Atletico as well. We've got the midfield against Atletico in the first leg was Chouameni, Camavinga, and Brahim. Brahim played really well, so he probably deserves to start. But Bellingham has to start. And would Bellingham, Brahim, and Chouameni be a too offensive and unbalanced midfield? So does Camavinga have to start? I think he does. I think you can't go too offensive against Atletico Madrid. So I think it has to be Chouameni, Camavinga, and Bellingham. And the front line is the same: Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. Um, and I think Brahim will have to settle for the bench, a good super sub, but that's all you can afford to offer. When Jude Bellingham is back, he offers so much more throughout the game. But Brahim was incredible against Atletico. So yeah, a pickle really in terms of who to play in the midfield position. But I've gone Bellingham. Score predictions: I'm gonna go Real Madrid 3, Rayo Vallecano 1. I think it will be hopefully a very good game for Real Madrid. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you didn't did, subscribe to cheer us on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.